Hello, everybody. Hey, it's David with Philippine American Couple here today. In today's video, I want to go over with you guys virtual marriage. What I have learned about virtual marriage and whether it is legal, whether it will allow you to bring your future spouse from another country. But first, let me just thank everybody who is part of our community, who likes our videos and shares them. We greatly appreciate you guys. And let me take this opportunity to ask that if you're not part of our community already, why don't you go ahead and hit that subscribe button and that alert bell, because as 51% of the people that watch the videos are subscribers, that makes 49% not subscribers. So now, let me just explain a little bit. I'm not a marriage expert, not a relations expert, not an immigrations expert. Or a lawyer or anything like that. But this topic has been coming up a lot lately in our YouTube community about, can a virtual marriage allow you to bring your spouse from your future spouse from another country here to the United States? So I decided to do a bunch of research over the last month, dig into this and to really see if I can start understanding what things are. So of course, if you don't already know, virtual just means via the computer. In this terminology would be, on the computer. Marriage for this scenario is going to be the pursuit of a legal binding agreement for two spouses to be together. Not addressing whether it's gay or lesbian or heterosexual marriages. That's not it. We're looking at solely, is this a legal binding contract between two partners? Now, I did find that there is a big trend, especially in this past year with the pandemic, of a lot of websites popping up offering you virtual marriages. Now, they range everywhere from like $500 up to like $5,000 and better dollars. So they can be really, really expensive. And let me just say this. I am not going to recommend any websites. I'm not going to do that. I didn't find any out there that I felt comfortable with in doing that. So I'm not going to mention any names of any virtual websites out there. But in a nutshell, let's talk about how that works. So a lot of these websites are set up to where they will, if you want to pay the extra money, go to the courthouse, I guess, get your marriage licenses for you, get them sent to you, have you be able to e-sign some documents, have everything done holding your hand. I mean, you don't have to leave your house, all right? So they can provide the services all the way through. And others one say, well, it's a lot cheaper if you go and get your own marriage licenses. And so it ranges, the service ranges. It just depends on your needs and how deep a pockets you have. The virtual marriage basically is where you have either a government official, a courthouse official, a judge, who is going to be in one location, and you and your future spouse is in the same location. From every virtual marriage I can find out of Chicago, New York, California, everywhere, the couple has to be together. The officiating member, the judge, does not have to be there. That's the virtual part. We can separate the couple from the judge, but not the couple from each other. Now, pretty simple, straightforward. It's all done via online like Skype, and you can invite your friends and your families, and you can do all those things, which is a really great way to be. Some of these websites talk about that these virtual marriages are completely 100% legal for the purposes of immigration. But then if you read their fine print, immediately they say, but we will not help you in immigration. We will not make a decision in immigration. We will not support you. They basically say, yes, it's legal to do this for immigration purposes. But wait a minute, don't touch us, don't call us, don't email us, don't do anything like that. We have nothing to do with immigration. So all the virtual marriages seem to be a very legit. Depending on your state and your county and your location, rules may vary. So keep that in mind. It's not a blanket thing nationwide. It's all about each county. Now also keep in mind is I did find that you can do a lot of this yourself. You can go online to your local your courthouse website and find out what their rules are. And you might be able to take care of this yourself and not have to pay what I'm going to call a virtual marriage broker to handle this for you. There's nothing that says in the law that you have to use a web service to do this. So keep that in mind. But for the purpose of this topic, the heart of it is, can you use this to bring your fiance from another country? So I went to the immigration website and studied everything I could study about the K-1 visa, the spousal visas, because, we've been through the K-1 visa process ourselves. And no, I can't find anything anywhere that says a virtual marriage is going to work. And here's why. It's not the fact that they say that it can't work or it doesn't work, but what it stipulates through the process for a K-1 visa is that, one, you have to meet your future spouse in person, all right? So you have to go to a foreign country, their home country, and spend time with them to get approved for the K-1 visa. So one way or the other, you two guys are going to have to physically meet. So therefore, you can't be fiance, right, boyfriend, girlfriend, and her be in the Philippines and me be in America, and we do a video call meeting. That's not what they talk about in the immigration website. So therefore, there's no way that they are going to virtually allow you to get married and for that to count as your visitation, which will allow you to apply for the K-1 visa and for her to come here, or the spousal visa then, because then, in theory, that would be a spousal visa. It's not going to happen. With the spousal visa, you still have had to see the person in person for it to be a valid marriage. So keep all of that in mind. Virtual marriages are good. I think maybe they're highly overpriced, so do it on your own. But just keep in mind, from a K-1 visa or a marriage visa point of view, from the United States government point of view, from everything I can read and understand, it's just not going to happen. It's just not. Now, if your future spouse gets here on a K-1 visa, then can you do a virtual marriage when she's here? Yeah, as long as your county, your state recognizes that the virtual marriage is legal and binding, then that should absolutely satisfy the immigration services that you are legally married. You, the man and the woman, or the man and the man, the couple, has to be together when they're married. And for your future spouse to come here from another country, under the immigration rules, you, the foreigner, the American, has to travel to that country to meet her or him in person. So that's kind of where all this works in a simple nutshell. All right, so in summary, virtual marriages are legal depending on your state and your county. There are plenty of website services that will help you with it if that's what you want, or you can do it on your own. Virtual marriages will not allow your fiance from another country to become your spouse and allow them to immigrate over on a marriage visa. That is not going to happen. The United States Government Immigration Services are not recognizing that. They still see the fact that you have to go and visit your future spouse in person. And remember, the virtual marriage is only for the separation of the preacher or the judge and the couple, but the couple still has to be together when they get married. So, all right, guys, hopefully that helps out some. We appreciate you guys, and if, of course, you want to see more of our videos, just hit that like button, the alert bell, and give us a thumbs up. Take care, and many blessings.